Due to the fact that YouTube has demonetized most of the videos that we make here, it is important to support us on Patreon. The link for our Patreon is in the description box down below towards the top. Plus, you get tons of bonus content over there that you don't get here on YouTube as well. Thank you guys so much for supporting us on Patreon. You guys are the reasons that we keep making these videos. The following is a production of Corrupted Entertainment in association with The Joe Cronin Show. Listen to other episodes and shows on youtube.com/corruptedpodcast.
This is Corrupted. This is Corrupted.
We just keep talking over here. But what's up, everybody? I got Jake DeMarco and Ken here. We got Jake DeMarco and Ken, so we're all getting wet. Listen to that saltiness, Jake. Jake. Sometimes people are fucking creeped out by your ass. You got some kind of weird agenda?
Oh, do I now? Why? What did I do now?
I don't know, man. I get it. Sometimes people think you got some bizarre agenda. Even you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. What's that? What's my agenda?
I don't know, man. It's weird. Like stuff about JD and like, is he with this other person? It's really weird, bro. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm confused, but
no, that's fine. I was just trying to fuck with you a little bit. It's true, but I was just trying to fuck with you a little bit.
You could.
I put you on the spot like I play. No, Ken right now can't believe what's going on. But no, I'm just fucking with you a little bit. No, it's true. People think you have an agenda sometimes. It's really weird.
What agenda would I have?
I don't know. It's bizarre. Like it happens. Only some people, not a lot of people. Sometimes I get it why they think that, but it's just I wanted to.
Yeah, but what agenda would I have?
I have no
idea.
idea.
Would I be trying to?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it's a jealous.
What am I trying to achieve or do?
I don't know, bro. It's like a weird undermining vibe or something like that I think sometimes people get, you know? I'm not saying anybody individually. I'm just saying it comes out sometimes. I want some controversy on this podcast that I'm doing right now, and this is where I decided to go right now. Oh. You like that, Ken?
Keep digging.
It has nothing to do with Ken. It has nothing to do with anybody. I'm not even, it's just weird, man. It comes up every once in a while, you know?
I know. So I will details so I can get on this train and run off the rails with you.
Well, I'll give you more detail later. We'll tease everybody. We did really well on our Super Bowl things the other day. I haven't watched yours, Ken, because I've been fucking busy /
I can't believe you were on the whole fucking time. Damn. How could you do like honestly, I couldn't do that if that was my team in the Super Bowl. I would have been like, fuck that. Well, I'm not going next to the internet. I'm not fucking. But then again, you've won 25 Super Bowls already, so what do you care?
That's why I didn't do it last year, because I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna fucking have a coronary while I'm broadcasting myself, and I don't want to do that. So like, I didn't do it. But this year I said, fuck it. I need viewership. I want to react, and I said, because the Seahawks reaction was amazing. I was live for that. You know what I mean? And even
you were tense that night.
Yeah, because at the end I was like, oh God, because think about it. We'd lost twice to the Giants in the Super Bowl in the end of the game. And there we are at the Seahawks game about to lose in the end of the game. And I started like almost whining. If you listen to the video, it's amazing. I'm like, why does this happen to us again? Like I was starting to freak out. And then, Malcolm Butler interception. And you know what? I was and then the next year in the Falcons game, last year at the Falcons game, I was going to start broadcasting. And we were down by so much that I just was like, fuck it all. I think I was actually going to broadcast, but I started getting so much shit and hate on Twitter that I just said, you know what, fuck everyone. Like, I don't want to do this. I honestly hate NFL fans. Like, even today, like, just the fucking fans are garbage. People are still shitting on the Patriots. It's like, dude, you fucking won.
I hate NFL fans, and I hate just NFL fans, period, now.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's celebrate our win by burning down our fucking city.
The worst is burn the city down. That's fine. I've seen people do that before, but these motherfuckers are out there eating fucking horse shit.
Yeah, I know they're eating horse shit because they came from a family that ate Tide Pods.
Wait a minute, but you know what, Ken? I'm the opposite. I think the burning down of innocent people's stores is the fucked up thing. Eat dog shit. Eat horse shit all you want. It's horse shit too.
You're only affecting yourself.
It's horse shit.
When you flip in somebody's car.
Who eats? Dude,
about that. You're right about that. What I'm saying is come on, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're eating horse shit now?
Does it surprise you?
I don't
to
get that.
celebrate. It does, because like I know Philly's fucked up and shit, but like this is a whole new fucking low, man. Like that dude got down there and started eating it like, look at me, you guys are loving it. They're loving it. Like that's what he's worried about, getting on YouTube, getting a great video. You're eating fucking horse manure.
That's awesome.
Like to celebrate a Super Bowl victory. What in the fuck?
Yeah, it's like that's not what you do when you like go eat cake or you like drink beer. Like you don't eat horse shit.
You don't eat shit when you win. You know, you're supposed to eat something really nice. Maybe go out and have a lobster to celebrate.
Fucking steak.
Yeah,
you know?
steak or something. You're eating fucking horse manure, bro. Like, these Philly fans just took it to a whole new fucking level.
A bizarre level,
I fell
dude.
asleep in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Right after the touchdown where they had to challenge it. So I went ahead and I woke up and I'm like, oh, fuck, the game's over. I flip on my phone. I go on Twitter and I'm like, oh, no, the Patriots lost. And I immediately tuned into Joe's stream. I'm like, is he murdering his family with a chainsaw or is he okay? Is he okay? Oh, no, Joe's okay. And then I went back to sleep.
Yeah, I was just fine. I was just kind of like...
I was worried for your sanity.
I was just kind of calm, just like watching, because I knew it was going to come down to the very end. I said that, you know. I didn't know the score was going to be as high as it was, but...
Gavin... son was even a little more animated than you were at one point. He was like, that's it. We're going to lose. That's it.
Well,
Joe,
I mean, he thinks we're going to lose every time.
Me and you said it, and you said it last night. Bailey was like laughing at us because we were like, no, the Eagles got a shot in this, man, you know, and I even picked them to win. You know what I mean? So...
Yeah, and I think, dude, I thought the Eagles were. I told him, I was like, dude, the Eagles' offense is like to me is like a juggernaut. Like just like it was the Falcons of last year, and he was just laughing at it, and he admitted it on his show today. And the funniest thing about that is I have the sound clip, but it's on my other computer. It's not down here. But oh god, it's so funny because he was like, I admit, like I was majorly wrong, and I clipped it when he said I was majorly wrong. Like, and it's, I'm gonna fucking play that like 70 times.
I hated them being called the underdogs. How are they the underdogs? They made it to the Super Bowl. What about that makes them the underdogs?
You know how you're not the underdog?
Oh, constantly.
Oh yeah, they kept saying that, and they were like they're the big underdogs and 14-point favorites to the Patriots. I was like, what the fuck is everyone talking about?
Oh, I thought you meant they were saying the Patriots are all right.
Oh, no. They were making that, Philly out to be the Rocky story. That's what they wanted to convey here.
I mean, a lot of people were saying that. They're like, oh, they got no chance in fucking hell to beat the Patriots.
Yeah, some people were saying that.
People were
saying
this. Like, what the fuck are they saying?
Maybe after they gave so much of a chance to the Seahawks last year, they didn't want to overdo it, but still.
Yeah,
I mean,
to me, this was a very similar team to the Falcons. So I was like, why last year were the Falcons so great? But and this is your backup quarterback coming in, fucking picking up where the other guy left off. How does that not even show you, like, that this team is that good? The fucking other guy came in and is still killing it.
The question is now, where do they go from here?
No, the question is,
checking Brady back, or what's the deal?
The question is, why the fuck did the Patriots sit Malcolm Butler? I don't care if he did acid in the hotel room.
Yeah, they said, and then Belichick's answer for why he wasn't being played. Oh, I'm doing what's going to give us the best chance of success. Well, apparently not.
Yeah, I don't.
Why would you not have Butler play?
It was his last game, but this is like your best corner. Like, this is the best guy. What's his face? Sucks.
Maybe you need Darrelle Revis back to win a Super Bowl. I don't know.
No, Butler won us the Super Bowl and then won last year, dude. We won the Super Bowl last year with Butler. Butler ain't the best.
Took fucking Darrelle Revis from us, fucking wins this fucking Super Bowl, then comes back to the Jets like, oh yeah, I just went to the enemy and won a Super Bowl, but I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Fucking shit.
What a shithead. And by the way, he shit on the Patriots before he came here too. I thought he was a two-faced fuck right from the beginning. But thanks for your services. Like, what a fuck. All these guys that do that, like fucking fuck Ray Allen and his bald alien head.
I'm so sick of seeing fucking what's his name too. The asshole from the Baltimore Ravens who
Ray Lewis, the murderer.
I guess. Yeah, just so sick of seeing him the whole weekend. It was just like, come on already.
Yeah, Ty Law couldn't get into the fucking Hall of Fame, but fucking Ray Lewis did. Like,
somebody's got to explain that, Yeah,
that is pretty fucking weird.
Shannon Sharp's been tweeting all these little racial
football
sort of
on Sunday. Yeah, dude, he is so funny when he talks. I love him.
Yeah, he's like dude, he sounds like Well, if I say this, it will be. I can't even say it because it will be construed the wrong way. But man, he fucking sounds retarded. I'll tell you that. Man, he got the whitest teeth ever. He must dye his teeth because it's.
I
just
look like a horse.
He drinks bleach. It seems like.
Well, Ken went ahead and said it.
Like, football on Sunday is like football in December. It's cold when it's outside. I play football in the middle of January. It's kind of like playing in fucking December.
January.
Did you see Jinder Mahal?
We don't always get it done.
You heard that last night, Joe?
No, I was doing that my whole show. The whole fucking show I was saying, we don't always get it done.
That is so weird. I did not even know you were doing that, and I sent that message to the writer's room, doing it because I thought of it myself, and I'm like,
now
I'm finding out you were doing it.
Oh, dude, I was doing it my whole show. I was doing it, dude. I was like, we don't sometimes
get it done.
We don't sometimes get it done. No, we almost got it done. Like I was just fucking going like, dude, that clip.
The time, 58% of the time we be getting it done.
And you know what's funny too is I found out about that towards the end of my show because you must have ended going live, and then somebody who was watching you must have came to me because and they said something like, "Oh, you're ripping off Ken." I'm like, "Hey, you faggot! I found that fucking clip because
dude, that is so fucked up."
I'm the fucking. I'm like, dude, I've been live all night. I haven't watched anybody else's shit. I haven't seen anything that anyone else has done.
Me neither, dude.
It's an obvious joke. It's just an obvious joke. I'm the one who found that clip and did a joke on it. Nobody else saw that clip. I came up with that clip. Fuck you. And I went on a rant on this guy. Like, it was crazy. And then he said somebody's a $1 patron. I said, take your $1, stuff it up your asshole, light yourself on fire.
Man, Jesus Christ.
And then go rape your mother. Go rape your mother. You took $1 away from my 3 kids, you faggot. Go to hell.
What is wrong with you? Oh, shit.
Man, Filthy Mouth Gamer would probably have said the same thing and chopped his head off, too.
Oh, dude, this guy calls in us last night. First time call. He's like, I just found you guys. Like, I love what you guys are doing. I can't wait to hear what you guys are going to come up with. And what do you think of this? And then we had a good phone call. Lucky Low's like, yo, great phone call. All of a sudden you hear me go, yo, man, don't be a stranger. Call us back. And then you hear, go fuck yourself. And I'm like, what is wrong with you?
You get shit on people sometimes, you know? Dude, Jake, we had a massive night last night. I had 180,000 people watch that show. Ken had a bunch of people.
Saw it.
Like
we getting a lot of views, like continually people popping in. That's awesome.
We combined for like 400 subs. Dude, I had 1,000 subs for Royal Rumble. So like we had a great night of growth. I've had a fucking horrible week. Last 2 weeks.
The last week was really hard for you too. I mean, monetize this was okay, but
yeah, plus the rape too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still sore.
No, I mean I got raped.
Fuck is going on?
I gotta bring this up. I laughed so fucking hard when Jinder Mahal tweeted, "Shouldn't have hindered the gender."
Yeah, I didn't laugh. I just rolled my eyes.
No, you just had all the fucking tears coming down your face still.
Yeah, I just went, oh, so he's gonna fight him at WrestleMania. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh god,
Who's he fighting?
I think Gronkowski's gonna fight Jinder at WrestleMania.
Oh dear God.
Oh well. Ken, not to make it about wrestling, but did you hear that The Rock has been confirmed to come back to wrestling? They're like, if you thought Dwayne Johnson's schedule wasn't busy enough.
No, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, so I guarantee that rumor about him and Rousey teaming up to face Triple H and Stephanie is going to be what happens.
Dude, that would be awesome. Come on.
They said just when you thought Dwayne The Rock Johnson's calendar couldn't get more packed, ... What?
Yeah. I can't fucking believe The Rock. They must be giving him some major money, man.
Well, he's got a contract with them. It's $3 million a year.
So, but is this on that? Like he's gonna?
Yeah, he's got it's a Legends contract, and he gets when he doesn't wrestle or do X amount of time in the ring, like it's set up with what he does, but he gets like 7% of merchandising and things like that. Okay. And if he's not wrestling, he gets some type of like, gate sale profit, for like, what they take in for tickets and shit.
Yeah.
He's made money. The easiest money. The easiest done.
So do you think he's going to be this WrestleMania he's going to be in? They
need him. They absolutely
build up. He's going to obviously build up to it too, right?
Oh, they have to. They need him. They don't. Last year they had, Goldberg and Undertaker.
I don't think he'll do many appearances though. I think he'll show up once, maybe twice.
I bet you twice. I bet you once to set it up, and then again beforehand, just to make it, solidified. Like he'll do a contract signing or something.
So he won't be there much then.
I think he'll be there probably twice before the show, and then.
Who do you think? Who do you think comes out first? Do you think Rousey comes out and then says, "Here's my partner, The Rock," or do you think The Rock comes out and says, "Here's my partner, Rousey"?
I think Rousey comes out and goes, "I got somebody."
I think Rousey's going to get cornered by Triple H and Stephanie in the ring at one point.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
And then dominated.
Yeah, because they've already set up.
Fucking a dude. Oh my god, imagine that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss now for the Chamber.
Saw Stephanie just start going to town on a pussy and then fucking stick in the mouth, and all of a sudden it's like the fucking Helmsley's a double team in Rousey.
Yeah, look at them scissor. They're scissoring. Oh god!
You just see them in the middle of the ring, all the fans around with signs up in the air and everything, and they're just
the fans are just around there throwing in double-edged dildos, chanting ass to ass.
Fucking Triple H is now eating out Rousey.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Stephanie's behind him with a dildo, fucking just shoving it in there, and The Rock comes out. Hears music hit, and The Rock walks down, and people are like, "What the fuck is The Rock gonna do? Like, what is he gonna do?" All of a sudden, he starts going down on fucking Triple H.
He just sticks it in Hunter's ass, just a real rock bottom.
Oh man, he just chows down on it.
Smell.
Forget the people's eyebrow. Here's the people's cock.
Ken, you got some heat. Ken, you got some heat because you left Scott McKinnon's phone number on your stream the other day.
No, it wasn't my stream.
Yeah, no,
it wasn't Scott McKinnon.
He's been getting.
No. You have it backwards, buddy. It goes like this.
Yeah, it was somebody else's phone number that was left up, not Scott's.
Yeah, it goes like this. It was a fake number that somebody used. They put a fake number up there to call the show, so I wouldn't know it was them. They saw the fake number. Scott called the fake number, then exposing his real number.
He was the jackass that gave out his real number.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, he thought that he had this person's number now, but really he didn't have this person's number. So when this person called that app, he got that person's number.
Oh, he saw Scott's number.
Yeah.
So Scott
really did it to himself.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
The only thing Ken showed was the not real
number,
app number, like
a
WhatsApp phone number.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. That is way funnier than I thought it was going to be.
Scott doxed himself.
He doxed
I'm going
himself.
to class right now to learn how to fucking stop doing that. So it was only the first time I did it, and never happened
I
again,
did it a bunch back in the day, back before Monetize This 40. I did it at least quite a few times. I figured out how to do it.
People started calling Tommy saying, "I'm going to change my number. You got to pay for it." Tommy's like, "What? I can't even buy a slice of pizza."
Yeah, well, I mean, like what you did is better. Like, just no selling it. Like, hey, shit happens. If you ignore it, probably no one will call the person. It's all good.
That's what I was thinking.
But if you make a video like Tommy, like, just go. You're gonna have to buy a new number.
I know, dude. The balls on him. He's
fucking
like,
dummy.
I fucked up. I exposed your shit, but you're gonna have to buy a new number.
Yeah.
So fucked up.
What the
dude.
fuck, bro?
Yeah. So you didn't know it was twisted like that, Cronin?
No, because I think either Scott. Well, I've been kind of out of the loop for a couple days here, and a couple people sent it to me, like. And I saw all these people calling Scott and everything, and then Scott had said that he was doxxed, and then someone said something about the number, and I put two and two together, like, oh yeah, that was the number that was up. People had told me that, so people did say that that's what happened, so I just believed it based on what I was seeing.
See, I knew that motherfucker uses an app on me all the time because I never know the number. It's never the same number, not once. So I
get essentially like a burner number through WhatsApp.
Yeah. And he comes on and does that. And I knew it was a fake number. So when it went up there, I was like, oh, it's a fake number. But I didn't say anything. And then Scott goes and fucking takes that number and starts fucking with him, then exposing his own shit because when he calls the app, it says the number that called you.
Yeah, well, Scott didn't even call. He sent a bunch of pictures of gay
that's
porn.
what it was. Yeah, he sent the gay porn photos.
He texted a bunch of gay porn photos.
Saw that.
Probably stuff from his hard drive.
That was amazing. But dude, that's hilarious. Let me go back to the Patriots real quick. Malcolm Butler didn't play, right? Like, what do you think about that, Ken? Because this guy is just like.
I think that's fucking stupid, and I don't understand why that was like that. It's
leaking out that he may have missed the flight there to the stadium, and when he showed up, he was drunk. And
then that's
when they did hotel room checks, he was smoking weed. And
what?
He missed
Dude?
two.
Why the fuck would he do that?
And he missed 2 of the team meetings. Now this is his last game with the Patriots, so we knew that, because they can't pay for him. So, but why would you march him out there and stick him on the sideline to sit there? Like, it was like they were like, "Fuck you," like it was really weird.
Yeah, and Belichick just comes out saying like, "Oh, I appreciate the people asking, but it won't be a much longer discussion. There's a lot of things that go into me deciding this. In the end, it was the final decision is what I said it was."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, we put the players in the game plan out there that we thought would be the best, like we always do." He's basically, like I said, he said that he would do what he thought would be best to
I'll
win.
give him
Something
credit.
happened. Something went wrong.
Yeah, something's not right about this. I give Belichick credit that he didn't, throw him under the bus for whatever happened. But obviously, it's like, dude, like it fucks the fans. And I know it might be his fault, but just put him out there. Be like, dude, all right, go. This is my last game with you, and then you're done. But go out there and just fucking whatever, because now
who knows? Maybe they put him in, they win this game. You never know, man. They'll
that
never
corner, whoever was in there, Rowe or whatever the hell that guy's name is, can you imagine that guy? Last minute, all of a sudden, you're going to be in the Super Bowl. And he got shit on. Go watch the video. He gets shit on. If Butler was out there, he would have. I promise you, he would have had at least 1 or 2 more stops.
And it's weird because Butler himself went ahead and he told ESPN Mike Reese afterwards, he's like, "I guess I wasn't playing good or they didn't feel comfortable. I don't know, but I could have changed the outcome of that game."
Fucking dog.
I almost
so he's
wonder,
saying, they could have won had it been for his help.
And they could have, I'm not saying they would have, because the fucking Eagles are good. But maybe, and it's just you did not. The bottom line is, you probably would have lost anyway, but you didn't put out the best team that you could have put out there, and I don't really understand why.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
Yeah, that is weird, and it's fucking like you spite yourself, man.
Yeah, but Belichick's so fucking snooty with all this shit, and it's like sometimes it bites him in the ass when he just goes, "No, this is the way we do it." I mean, sure, cool that he's like a robot like that, but it's like sometimes you got to sniff out the situation. I think he was pissed that this guy's leaving. I think Belichick did want Jimmy Garoppolo, and I think that he's I think he's just all fucked up right now. I think Belichick.
Boston.com is like trying to get to the bottom of it too, because they said, according to the Boston Herald, January 28th, Butler went to the hospital to get treated for flu symptoms. He arrived in Minnesota Tuesday, but he made every practice at Gillette Stadium before that, prior to leaving on the 29th.
This guy
Wednesday,
started
at practice. He said it was nothing serious and he would be ready for Sunday. Then we heard nothing until they decided not to play him. So
he started 97 to 98% of every play this year.
Yeah, he participated in 1,178 of 2,000 defensive snaps, or 1,200 defensive snaps.
And then he wasn't in.
He's sitting there on the sidelines crying, staring at the field.
Shit.
But I think the tears were he saw a picture of himself. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good-looking guy, actually. I would know. I suck it. But what else is...
And he didn't know he wasn't playing until kickoff either, I guess.
Oh.
Right.
He wasn't told beforehand.
Don't let Bailey hear that one, bro.
Yeah, see, like he didn't know until kickoff. Like, that's even more sadistic, right? Like, what's up with that?
Wait. You're telling me he didn't know till kickoff that he wasn't in the game?
Yeah, like legit.
So this whole time he thinks
he was under the guise that he was playing until kickoff happened.
Dude, that is like a smack in the mouth.
Then they said that they were going to go ahead and they kicked off the ball and they said that they were going to go ahead and they would have it at the half, so they were going to allow the Eagles to have it, and then they sat him right then. They benched him.
Wow, holy shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's vindictive.
Something definitely went down. Yeah, something went down, man. Something really bad went
down. They think that there's another rumor that he may have leaked some info out or leaked something out, and they think that it's him that did it because he's leaving and he's mad. But I don't know if that's true, but something is weird, man. Something is fucking bizarre. Hey, Chicago's calling me. I must owe someone some money. Yeah, so so man, I'm in a coma. I don't know. I've been in a malaise or whatever you want to call it. Just fucking whatever. Like the salt everywhere is crazy. I thought I handled it pretty goddamn good, but people
You
still
did. I was impressed. No one died. Nothing was broken.
Oh, I got a phone call from somebody. So I got a phone call from somebody about you. They said you were fucking losing your shit at one point.
On when I was playing PUBG, what happened was some people were saying dumb shit. Like they were,
that I didn't see.
They were being the salty ones though. So like basically, I ranted on them, and it's funny. It's still up towards the end of my night, and it was like some guy, something Martinez, and he said something like something stupid as shit, and I was just like, man, it was fucked up, and I told him to go jump back over the border. And all this stuff, like, and I went off on him.
Yeah, but people don't need to come and rub it in your goddamn face. Like, it's different to be like, oh, yeah, we won, and oh, yeah, good for you. But people got to go ahead and see, I told you.
I had
that shit.
I had fun, bro.
Haters, bro.
Dude, I had fun with it.
There are a lot of Patriot haters, bro, out there, so.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. And it's not even like, because I'm not mad. I just think but I was like, I'm gonna go at you because I can go at you. I got tons of material. What is your material that we cheated? I mean, what is your material that we have championships and you don't? What's your material? My material is that your fucking team. How sad is this? With 5 championships, your team has still gone to less Super Bowls than we've lost in the last few years. So you're a fucking idiot. So, like, enjoy yourself, because I've got tons of, you're probably, Ohio fans. I got fucking Browns fans commenting. Oh, fuck yourself. You got a big fat 0 there just so you could bang it because you can't find girls to hook up with you.
Well, I mean, come on. No Browns fans should be saying anything. Come on.
That's what I mean. That's why it's like, oh, dude, it's just so. Yeah. I was just enjoying ripping into whoever was saying anything. The only person that could talk shit that would be like, yeah, you are the best team in the football league is the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's the only team that could really say anything. And even with that, the last 18 years, we've pretty much spanked them around. But they're the best team. If the Super Bowl is the end all be all, which it is, because it is. They're the best fucking team. There's no arguing that the Pittsburgh Steelers are the best team, and that's why I really wanted that.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
They're just the best team ever. Pittsburgh Steelers. They've got 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I mean, they had some good teams, but nothing like this, man. Nothing like the Patriots were.
Yeah, but I mean, But what I'm saying is, yeah, right now, currently, like, yeah, the Patriots are the best team. Currently, the best dynasty
but
of whatever.
You think that their franchise is the best franchise in football?
It has to be. They've got 6 Super Bowls.
I know, but you're measuring it on that?
Yeah. What else are you going to measure it on? What are you going to measure on? Playoff losses?
You also got to measure what came out of their system, like their picks and people that, like, Hall of Famers and but maybe playoff appearances and
but I mean, like, no,
Hall of Famers.
No, in the end, it's the ring. You get the Super Bowl win. What else is there? What are you gonna you draft players to win in the season, to go to the playoffs, to win in the Super Bowl, and the end all that makes people stars and makes everything whatever is the Super Bowl, the championship. What else is there? There's no other way around it. The Pittsburgh Steelers are the best football team ever right now. They've got 6 Super Bowls. But
what about why can't you measure it as to who's been to more?
Because then you could say, well, you lost more, so you lost, like, whatever. But I get it though. Like, I mean, dude, the Patriots are right there. But in the end, that's got to be the most important thing. It really does. It has to be.
I mean, I do agree with you in the sense of, yeah, they're the most. They've won the most. So okay, then they could be considered the number 1 franchise, winning wise. But I also think of, like, what teams have produced, like, great players and great coaches, and did you have a better dynasty than that dynasty that was from the other franchise? Like, and I don't know.
You can say that the Patriots have only been around like 30 years or something. The Steelers,
as far as the franchise goes.
That's another thing you got to take into account, man.
The Steelers were.
And think about how far they've
teams.
come in those 30 years and what they've accomplished.
And I get that.
I'm not even a fan, but it's the truth.
I get that, like, and I agree that it's like, that's just for any Steeler fans who says, "Oh, we're still the best." Like, yeah, well, you had a 20 year head start, and you're still not that, and we're 1 behind you. But, but still, you have to go with the team that has the most wins. I'm not saying like they're the best franchise, because all franchises are changing. A franchise can be good for 8 years and then suck. Name me a franchise right now that's like. What's the best franchise? Like, what's a franchise in football that's the best? You could say is the best franchise, or best team. Besides a team that has won the most.
Yeah, really.
Right now you could name a team that, like, might be doing better than the Steelers are. I would say the Patriots, the Steelers always blow it in the end somehow. So and they've got this system worked out pretty goddamn good. You could argue. I think the Giants have always been a solid. I think they've fallen a little bit here now, but they've always been pretty solid. Cowboys are really, are a big team and a solid franchise. But in the end, it comes down to you win Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And these other teams, that's what it comes down to. Well, otherwise, what's the point? What's the point of playing?
No, you're right. You got to measure it on something.
Might
as well be.
In the 90s, you could say, the 90s, these teams did a really good job, even though they didn't win the Super Bowl. In the 2000s, these teams were really good, even though they didn't win the Super Bowl. I get that. But in the end, even if your organization is organized and good and does a great job of drafting and usually puts together a pretty good season, that franchise, to me, still isn't going to be better than a team that's won the most Super Bowls, I mean, maybe if the Steelers had won all 6, like back in 1970, and they haven't won shit for the last 30 years, you could say that, well, they've won the most Super Bowls, but their franchise has sucked ass for the last 30 years. But they have won recently. You can't say that. And they were just in the AFC Championship. So it's not, to me, I measure that as they're the best team. And the Patriots are one behind them, and we're tied with who are we tied with? The Giants or the Cowboys?
Giants got 4.
Giants got 4. So Cowboys maybe 5.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys have 5.
The Niners. The Niners too, right?
I think the Niners have 5 as well, yeah.
Yeah, we're tied with 2 teams for second place. We're all second place here. So it would have been nice to get that victory last night. That would have been huge.
Yeah, because you would have been tied for the number 1 franchise of all time in Super Bowls.
Yep, it would have been huge. It would have been big time.
But I have a feeling who's to say it just don't happen again next year? Because obviously they made back-to-back Super Bowls, and they could very well easily make another one. As long as you bring back the tools, I think they got a shot every year, obviously. So, I wouldn't be shocked to see them in another Super Bowl.
It's going to be interesting to see what comes out about everything, about what Gronk's going to do, what happened with Butler, who are they going to bring in, is Belichick back?
What's Gronk going to do? What's Gronk going to do?
Gronk is talking about he might not come back. I think he's using it as a leverage.
Is he a free agent?
He might have a year left, but he could. I don't know about that, to be honest. But yeah, I think so. But or he's got a year, but he could leave. I think. I don't think he's committed. He said he's not committed to football right now yet, or he doesn't know. Now he might have been upset over the loss yesterday, and he might be going to WWE. That's he's got WWE.
Really?
He's got this concussion.
Joe, but come on, man. He's gonna turn down a fucking NFL contract to go to WWE.
Might get paid more by WWE.
You think so?
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't come close to paying him more than the NFL.
It probably rather equal.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's got to be somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah, because they could pay him
paying people that much.
I don't think he's worth that much. I honestly wouldn't pay him that much. But you know what I mean? To do that rather than to, I don't know what he could do in the WWE regularly. You know what I mean? What's he going to do there regularly? I mean,
He looked so stupid when he came out last time.
He did look dumb. He did look dumb. I thought it was dumb. I thought it was cool because I was there. I was there. And
I thought it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but he didn't look comfortable at all.
Yeah, he just looks like a goofy dude, who's.
Yeah, he didn't look comfortable at all.
But I'm hearing like game show stuff, and all these other things, like Gronk's night out. He could do all these Hollywood.
Oh yeah, he's the biggest. He's like.
Dude,
and it's weird to think this guy's won. How many Super Bowls is he here for now?
I think 3 or
2?
4. He's won. He's won 2, I think, and this is his.
Dude, Randy Moss never won with you guys.
No, that was the perfect season year. We killed it, dude.
Yeah, dude. There was 18 wins and 1 giant loss.
You know what?
He was only there for 1 season.
Moss was here, I think, 2 seasons, or 3, 2 or 3. I think it was 2.
Doesn't he own records still till this day on the Patriots?
Dude. I mean, I remember when people said Brady couldn't throw the long ball, and it was like when we got Moss. I mean, Brady was bombing balls, he was throwing fucking. At that year.
Yeah, remember when he had 45 touchdowns at midpoint?
Yeah, he was throwing 45, 50-yard completions on the right.
There was a rule. We had a rule in my house. Leah had a rule. Like if the Patriots go up by 20, like she gets to watch something else. And like fucking 7 games that year, the Patriots were winning like by 20, and it was like, all right, turn it off. You know, to just whooping the shit out of people and blowing people out.
Yeah, I remember, man.
And you know,
that
even though
best
like
offenses ever.
even though it like we lost the Giants and it was a fucking just horrific fucking shit ending. I like the Giants too. Like I wish they beat us the second time, but really didn't beat us that first one. That would have been really a big deal.
Dude,
but
you want to know something, man? When I watched the 2 Bills, the 30 for 30,
yeah,
it was so funny when they were looking at the trophies in Giant Stadium. Belichick goes, "There's our 2," and Parcells goes, "Oh, I recognize those rings," and he's like, "Yeah," and then all of a sudden, Belichick points over at the other ones and goes, "There's the ones we gave him." Parcells goes, "Yeah, that one with Tyrese should have been yours. There's no way Tyrese should have caught that fucking thing."
Yeah, the one on the top of the helmet.
Yeah, and they were just bullshitting.
Did you see the helmet catch last night? One of the first catches of the Super Bowl was did you see that? The Eagles player, he caught it with his helmet. It was the same catch. It was at the beginning of the game. Did you see it? Like the announcers,
I didn't see it.
dude. The announcers didn't pick up on it. The guy goes up, watch the first 10 minutes of the Super Bowl. I think it's there. He goes up and catches it and pushes the ball to his helmet and comes down with it. It was almost the same catch, except for Tyrese was a little better. But I was like, oh my god, the helmet catch is happening right off the bat. What the fuck?
That must have been a bad omen.
I thought that. I was like, here, this is what it's gonna be like. Here we go. But you know what though? Like, I'm still really happy with that season in a way. Like, I wasn't then. I was furious.
Yeah, well, dude, I said it last night. The team was in turmoil at one point, bro. There was a lot of shit going on in-house that nobody knew about. Arguing and fucking all this shit. Ownership, the GM, the coaches, the players. And then all of a sudden they rattle off 13 wins like it was nothing.
Yeah.
That's serious, you know. Like,
I wonder
if you could rattle off 13 wins in the NFL, man, you're a good fucking team.
I think something's going on right now, to be honest, with what we're hearing. Like, it's like a little bit of something. Because when you have a team that's like told, like, do not talk, don't make jokes, don't say how you feel, like, be quiet, like, you'll be in trouble. You know what I mean? Eventually, if you don't win, like, people start getting sour. You know, like the guys on the team start looking at other teams having fun, and it's so cool over there, and you start getting that sort of bitterness, like the Eagles have all those celebrations they do, like you bowling in the touchdown. Like Belichick would never let that happen. So they're having all kinds of fun, and usually the Patriots win. You know, and the team that thinks they're having fun or wants to talk trash, you know, gets beat. But every once in a while, you get beat by someone who did talk shit, and it didn't, you know what I mean, and it didn't help you at all. And the people, like, are sitting there on the team, like, getting calls from their buddies on another team being like, we did this, and like, oh yeah, if we did that, we'd be fucking in trouble. Man, what the fuck with your team? Like, you guys are fucking weird. You know, so like that, I can so see that if you're not winning, you know, and even if you are winning, like, that can make people get resentful and start, you know, triggering. You know how people are. I think we've learned a lot about the human psyche by doing YouTube. You know, both me and you've seen it now. I've definitely seen it over the last 6 years. And you can see how people just get a little bitter behind the scenes and shit. You know, I saw it happen with my former co-host, you know what I mean, behind the scenes, like getting a little bitter about stuff. And I think that's similar to a team, you know what I mean? Like, all right, well, you know, what's up with this shit? And then
sometimes you just fucking don't want to do it no more, you know?
Right. But, hey.
And I know what you mean. It changes the culture. Like, you know, they see their buddies fucking having fun, and they're in the locker room that's like, shh, you know, don't complain. Don't say anything that, you know. Yeah. And some other franchises are very loosey goose, man. And you get to go in there and do whatever. And
when I see Butler on the sidelines crying because of Bill Belichick sitting him, even if Butler did something wrong, you've got a couple players like hugging him and stuff. You're building sympathy for this guy. And now when next time they see Belichick, you know, crap on somebody for even the smallest thing, you know, they're gonna think, man, fuck this, and you're gonna start losing people. And that's I'm worried that they're heading in that direction. But if the Patriots do what they used to do, they'll start cutting people. Like anybody that they see that's descending, they'll just cut them. They'll reload with new people and start the brainwashing of the system all over again with them. And that's what they've done, you know. And it's pretty fucking cool. Works out great. If you're bought into the system and you're a good guy, you're gonna do well. But if you're like outside of that box at all, you know, you're gonna get pissed eventually, or it's just not gonna work out. But I don't know. Let's get out of here. We talked for a long time, and I think we had a really good little podcast here.
Yeah.
I opened it up really awkward too.
Jake never answered the question in the beginning. I mean,
yeah, I know. I was going to say before we check out. What happened to my salty agenda?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes people think I get this from not a lot of people, but I mean, like just a few. Every once in a while, like I get sent, like, dude, is Jake fucking? What's he doing? You know.
But what do they mean by that? What am I doing and what?
I don't know. Like when you just like bring light to things, like
Jake, the same thing happens with me and him too.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
It happens
What did
with
I
all
bring
of us.
light to though? I wish you had something specific here.
Okay, so like like when you relay messages, like so say like you find out about like JD or somebody or whatever the fuck. Like say you find out about JD, like maybe he's gonna do something to Nikki or whatever the fuck. Like people think that like you're relaying this somehow from somewhere. But that's not true, right? Like I mean, like I don't get it.
Oh, like he's speaking to him?
Yeah, like you're speaking for him or to him, or why does Jake know about like what's he doing? You know, and I've heard.
I had talked to JD recently, but it's not like I even told you this.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I told you. I messaged you. I said people said JD's trying to hurt himself, and you said don't worry about it. Don't give two shits.
Oh my God.
Remember you said that was the end all be all of your claim there. But you went ahead and said, oh, it's probably for an attention type thing. I said, well, I'll check in on him and make sure he's all right.
Oh, well, that's not
and that was the last.
That's not what I was talking about, but I was talking about more like with what he was going to do.
I had
Nikki.
like 7 or 8 of his Patreons come to me, and they're like, JD hasn't posted in 3 days. He hasn't come on Twitter. I think JD, the last thing he said, he had said to somebody private on Twitter that he wanted to hurt himself. And I came to you. I said, maybe you should check in on JD. And you said, no, I think he'll be all right. It's probably just an attention type thing. I said, maybe, but I don't mess around with suicide claims. So I said, I'll check in.
I'm in shock right now. I am in shock. This guy comes off as one of the most cockiest motherfucker in the world. And you're telling me that he says on a fucking Twitch stream that he's thinking about hurting himself?
No, not Twitch, on Twitter. He had said to somebody.
I mean, either way, but like
he was severely depressed, so people took his claims that way. You know how he talks. It's the end of the world for JD.
It's always the end of the world over there.
He's always the end of the world. But people had thought that this was like a legitimate claim. So I talked to him probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and we went back and forth. And he basically everything that went down with Nikki, he can't get over it. It's too much for him.
He's really gonna hate this podcast then.
He's got to get over it.
No, I that's what I had said to him, and Nikki messaged me after the fact. Let's see here, February 2nd or 3rd, and this is after she posted that lovely thing on Bailey's website.
Oh no!
Did you just call Bailey a faggot?
No, slip of the tongue. Sorry.
No.
Wow. So wait a second here, because. What's going on with you and Bailey? Wait a minute. What's happening with you
nothing.
and Bailey?
I tried to talk to Bailey. He never talked to me, so I just let that go.
Okay. Well, he's one of the guys that thinks that you're a turncoat.
Just keep going.
Figures. Fuck Bailey. He doesn't like me. I know that for a fact. So
why do you think that?
I gave up.
Why is that?
After everything that went down with the stupid fucking audio that I put out that he misunderstood he victimized himself with, he went ahead, Jake's putting me under a trial by fire because I'm a fucking attention-seeking whore.
He gets very sensitive. He gets very sensitive. I mean, I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't happy with it.
I know you weren't happy with it, but you and I talked it through, and you knew that it wasn't my intention. It was a big fucking misunderstanding then.
It was weird, but I will say that he gets really emotional. It's really weird.
Well,
I love Bailey.
Regardless of what I said or not, Shell was going to be on the outs. She was already leaving. I was basically trying to.
No, she didn't leave Ken's show.
You shit back together, but that wasn't my doing.
But she didn't tell me she was taking a break. I mean, I'm in no.
She told me she was leaving everybody, and I told her not to.
Well, I think
I told her. I said you don't need to defend me or not.
These
pay
people
anybody
are full of. She's full of shit. They're full of shit. But okay.
I mean, I can show you the messages.
Yeah, no, I know. I believe you. I think they're just full of shit, though. But that's okay. I believe you.
But I
believe you.
I'm pulling up right now. I'm going to read it live on this podcast. Let's see exactly what I said to Justin.
What?
Joe, full of shit about what, though?
Oh, just the people are full of shit. I'm leaving everything. No, you're not.
Well, I mean, listen. Emotions fucking get going. People say things that they don't mean or they don't want to do. You know what I mean? It's just it is what it is.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Back me up here, Joe.
Yeah, protect your investment, Ken. Okay, what Jake?
That day when I put the audio up, All I was trying to say was that you are basically the unappointed leader of this community. Everybody looks to you. It's not fair that you're in this spot, but everybody looks towards you. So when you do something, it sucks that you get put in shitty positions. You know, if somebody else does something on a show, then you do it.
Just look at it from
not fair.
Look at it from my point of view. She finds my show, comes on here, gives us major support. I do the same thing that Ken does, and now I've lost a supporter, but yet she supports Ken still.
That's exactly what I was saying.
No,
that's
look at that.
What I was saying.
She's not.
I literally went out, and that's what I was saying.
No, it's just that's what it is. I mean, that's just a fact. I'm just saying what happens.
She's not saying that that's the reason why she doesn't interact with you, from what I gather.
Okay, but this has nothing to do with even the point of the show. This is old news. Point is, everything went down. What I was trying to say that day is Scott's a cunt. Scott's an evil bastard. He's trying to, get behind people at that point, and he was a sick fuck. He causes problems. That was my point.
I actually think some of these other people are sicker than he is, to be honest.
I don't doubt that either.
Yep.
That was my worry. I had bad interactions. I was telling you. That was it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of sick people out there on that listen to this.
So there is. That day, there was like 300,000 interactions coming through on my Twitter.
And they're all trying to get over, too.
When I was trying to respond to somebody, I ended up pinning the audio to the top of my Twitter. I said, shit, I didn't want to do that. When I went to unpin it, I deleted the first part by accident. And it wasn't two separate shows. It was one 4-minute and 3-second audio not even a podcast. It was a fucking recording on my phone that I put up. And it went ahead, and I didn't want people to only hear the second part out of context. But since it was blowing up, I said, I don't want to re-upload it, because I'm trying to make this, fucking die down a little bit, because everybody was blowing up about it. And I even, after the fact, you said, where's the audio? I sent it to you. Did I not? I sent you the whole damn thing on Facebook, right?
Yeah, you sent it to me, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like and Justin's like, he took it down, he's trying to hide. But no, it was a fucking accident. I could re-upload it, at that point. But I was trying to make it die down. I said, well, shit.
No, you don't have to tell me.
And I sent it to you, so you could even discuss it.
I love you guys.
So I went ahead and I said to Justin, I said, well, you know what? Fuck it. Merry Christmas. Mm-hmm. And I let it go with that. But I was meaning it sincerely. I wasn't being rude. So I sent him a message December 23rd that said, when I said good chat and Merry Christmas, I wasn't meaning it to be rude. You made solid points. Made sense. I didn't have any intentions for a fight with any of this. I was genuinely afraid that Scott was going to rip everyone apart. Didn't mean for it to come out sounding demeaning, demanding, or argumentative. I apologize for that, Justin. Well, I ended up fired and blocked regardless. I know Joe said you all think I'm crazy. You, Ken, and Leah all think I'm crazy.
I didn't really fire you, though, either. I didn't really fire you. I didn't fire you.
As I felt bad for him. I said he genuinely meant well the whole time.
I didn't fire you, though. I was kidding when I said that.
I know, we knew that, but this is the message that I'm reading now.
But people believe that, though, so I just let people run with it.
Exactly, but I didn't know that until after the fact, till we talked and we worked things out, and shit was good.
Jake, you thought you really were fired?
Oh, absolutely. I thought that was the case at that point.
See, I love you guys. Like, I love you guys. I couldn't wait.
This is all old in the past, but I'm telling you, Justin and I never got to talk. This is my proof right here. I messaged Justin now, December 29th. You literally said hours ago I was still fired, but you give Tommy shit for saying it. If you don't like me, Justin, just say it. Then Justin said, what did I miss? I'm fucking terrible at keeping up with Twitter DMs. Then I sent him a goddamn book as of 30th of December. I said, I'm genuinely sorry you lost support on Patreon. I explained things to Joe. Haven't had the chance to with you. Truly was not trying to sound like I was putting you on trial. Even said I agree with you in the beginning. And I go on for about fucking 3 paragraphs. And I also said, we had personal issues at home. Courtney's, her boss's brother passed away, blah, blah, blah. And it was that stupid thing of when my daughter and her friends liked all the goddamn videos on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And they liked fucking Logan Paul, and they liked Dead on Dave, and they liked, everything that was recent videos, they clicked like on because they thought it was funny. And I had Katy Perry and goddamn Justin Timberlake and, all these fucking likes on my Twitter feed because it's attached. And you even said to me, did you like something from Dave? And I'm like, no. And then I went through and saw that I had like 30 new likes.
And when I said that, I knew you did because it was on Twitter. All right.
Yeah, but I had no idea at that point because I don't see the likes that go up until after the fact.
Yeah, I think you spun Bailey's head spun with that maybe. But so you don't get along with Bailey still.
So I never heard back from him once. And I've reached out to him multiple times and he's not responded to me once.
So
I
we should have
here. I messaged him on Facebook.
We should have you sit down with Bailey on Corrupted. We should have you sit down with Bailey on Corrupted on Saturday.
When was the last time you spoke to him, Jay?
December 23rd.
Holy shit!
Wow. Merry Christmas. So
wow.
let's. So
that was the day I got kayfabe fired, and I never heard from him since. And I've reached out. I mean, I literally have paragraphs here, and I've tweeted, and I've sent messages, and I've tried. So the only thing I can think of is that he's pissed because he lost some support because he made fun of me on that Corrupted podcast, and people got bent out of shape for it.
Dude, what do you mean kayfabe fired?
Because I wasn't actually fired, but people thought I was, like Joe just said.
Oh, everybody. By the way, Ken. We all made fun of you on that podcast. Ken did the voice.
Yeah, I know.
Ken did the voice.
I didn't have a problem with the podcast. I didn't have an issue with what was said in Corrupted. The only thing I had an issue with was that the audio was taken out of context. I was not trying to start shit, but this is all old water under the bridge.
So we should. So this Corrupted on Saturday night. You and Bailey should go at it on Saturday.
I will try. The only thing is that Courtney's family is coming here Saturday night for her birthday because they all decided not to show up because they got.
This is more important, damn it.
Fuck your family. Fuck Courtney.
This is more important.
No, but
as
no.
long as the kids don't stay over, then I will be there. But
you know what we'll do? I mean, we don't even need to do it then. We just need to record it. We need to facilitate it. What about Friday?
Yeah, I'll find a time with you. We'll make it work.
We'll figure it out. Okay, I want that audio for Corrupted this Saturday. I want you and Bailey for the first time in a month to sit there and I'll referee this fucking thing, and we'll make it.
And then with JD, I literally messaged him. I said, "Hey, are you okay?" And he said to me, "What do you care?" That was the direct quote. And I had said, "Well, you know."
And then you said, "Kill yourself."
Yeah, I said, "Oh no, I still care about you as a human being. I don't want anything to happen to you." And I wanted to make sure he wasn't in a bad spot, which he is. He told me that he was in a really bad headspace. I said, I get that. I tried to talk him a little bit, out of it. He's never going to get over Nikki, at least it seems, and everything that happened. And then obviously she called into your show. That made things 1,000 times worse for him. And then,
well, he shouldn't be such a cocky fucking lowlife.
Hey, I didn't say it wasn't his fault, and I didn't say I'm
not saying it to you. I'm just
completely impartial. I just wanted to make sure he didn't kill himself, because the last time somebody said they needed help, and I didn't reach out. But Ken, the last time somebody needed help and I didn't answer, my cousin hung himself on Christmas. So I have a hard.
I understand where you come from, man. My best friend killed himself, and I was the only one that used to stop him from doing it. And I didn't stop.
I have a hard time.
I understand where you're coming from.
Hey, I've texted him before.
Just to not come off as the guy who would actually do that to himself.
Yeah.
Because he loves himself.
I don't believe it either, but I didn't want to take the chance.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't think he would genuinely hurt himself. I don't think it's for pity either. I think he just has to view himself like the victim because he is so depressed. But all in all,
depressed about what the fuck is he depressed about?
He's wrapped up in everything with his relationships, and
that he caused.
It's the worst thing in the world.
But he caused it. He caused it, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can't put your dick in your pants. I mean, this is what happens. Be a big boy now.
Dude, this would be like if I robbed a store and then I was like, oh man, I'm depressed.
I see that entirely. And I told him, I said, you got to move on. You've got all this support on YouTube and Patreon. You can't talk to people.
Take the money you make from
really quick. If I lose you, I didn't hang up. My router just blinked once, just an FYI.
Yeah. Okay. Mine's been doing that.
Just so you know.
Go and get money. Then he makes on YouTube. Get a penis enlargement. Hit the seat. You'll be fine, man.
Exactly. But he was really upset the other night because Nikki put this shit up on
Justin's webpage. Oh yeah,
Justin's
Nikki dropped bombs on the motherfucker.
And and it was and she even has text to back everything up. So how can you not But she said that she wanted to she said, I don't hate him. I didn't want anything bad to happen. I just wish he wasn't a piece of shit. She said she doesn't like putting herself out there. It takes a lot of guts to do that. She wasn't doing it for fame, money, or attention. She said she just wanted people to listen to her story. I said I get that. I wouldn't think you're that kind of person, but he thinks that for sure. But I just forewarned her.
What does he expect though? And he thinks that? What does he expect? You're the guy who's going out and fucking, putting it out there everywhere. What do you expect some women to do? Of course, you're going to run into the occasional woman who's like, I'm going to fucking tell everybody I know what you did to me.
Yeah, with all the women coming out for all the things about what's going on,
Yeah, man, this day and age. Come on,
so if,
man.
if you're accused of,
He just don't want to learn from his mistakes, and he's a type of person that is doomed to repeat them.
And we didn't know that was going to happen. I wouldn't myself. I wasn't going to reach out to anybody. We were fucking shocked when she called.
Oh, I know you were.
Oh yeah, dude.
That was crazy. And yeah, Justin's website. I mean, it's pissing everyone off, but it's like, it's really
I
good,
was pissed
though.
off at Justin about your website too. I mean, it's your wife, but Lee and I talked about that at one point because I shouldn't say she talked. I talked to her. I was upset for her, but it's supposed to be your best friend, and Justin allows that article to go up. And it wasn't saying, oh, she's a shitty champion. He attacked her and your marriage. You know, it wasn't him, whoever wrote it, Old Man Dave or whatever, but still, he let it up.
Yeah,
and
it was weird when it was personal. It was weird about that.
It was
like,
very, very personal. And I'm like, I get kayfabe fired over calling Scott an asshole and saying he's dangerous, but here, you know, you go ahead and you're allowed to attack his fucking marriage. That was my point. But I didn't make a fucking audio recording or nothing. I should have.
I think
Bailey's been, for your sake.
I think Bailey's been jerking off about this website for weeks. He's just been... He might kill somebody if they can put a video of it on his website. At this point, I'm not sure.
I think he wants to be like Keemstar, but
I don't know what he's doing, bro. But whatever, I still love him.
But me being called a turncoat, and if it's Justin the one saying,
there's going to be an
Justin,
article about you on there now about Turncoat Jake or something.
Oh, I can't wait for it. I can't wait to read it. That'll be glorious. But honestly, you know, don't tiptoe around shit with me, Joe. If Justin said something, then say it. You know.
Well, I kind of set it up.
I know you did, but fucking don't softball it. Nail it, baby. Right to me. Right to the face.
Well,
honestly, almost 4
I
years now, I've been nothing but truthful with you.
Well, no, I mean, it's not nothing bad. It's just that people say, like, it's not just him. It's other people have said it, too. Like, oh, you know, I think something's up with him, maybe. No, nothing's up with you. I know that there's nothing really up with you.
Wasn't me.
No, it was just listeners. It was listeners. But people say that, but no, people do that to me and Ken all the time. People go to Ken about me, and people go to me about Ken.
I know, because people like the division. They like to go ahead and rip you apart, because then it creates moments like this. And when there's tension, there's drama. When there's drama, it's entertaining.
And this was all me. I fucking look at this. This was one of the most amazing episodes of content in a long time. Bailey might not agree when he hears this.
Oh, I got a lot built up. That's only scratching the surface. So.
Oh, well, let's do this more on Patreon. But no, it's. But in the end, I love this. This was a great conversation. I hope JD does not hurt himself.
No, exactly. I'm not the man's best friend, but I genuinely care about people. It's a fault.
Maybe I should start saying I'm going to kill myself. Then everybody will.
Well, then I'll be at your house and I'll fucking sit on you so you don't.
Joe,
you just die from
you used
weight
to do
crushing.
that. You come on, I've heard you pull that out once before.
Yeah, I have said stuff crazy, but most of the time I'm joking around. You know, but I mean, think he's like legitimately like, fucking, I don't know. Maybe I'm not really.
JD is seriously depressed, and I think it would behoove you going forward.
How are you depressed?
You know, erasing it with.
I see it coming from a guy so cocky. I just can't.
He has a lot of faults, and a lot of shit is his fault, and I've said it outright. You know, if not most of it.
I just did a 30-minute podcast about how I've been depressed this week, and I don't know why. I don't get it. See, I'm not doing a sympathetic thing though, where I'm like, oh, you know, it's hard and everything. It's not hard.
Yourself through it.
I just don't get it. I don't know why I have why I'm thinking this stuff. So that was my Patreon 30-minute podcast, kind of on that. But you know, with him, I don't know. I don't get it. And you know, I wouldn't have if you gave me a choice and told me what was going to be that she was going to say what she said, or if I had a website and I could put up articles, I probably would. I got to be honest. I might pussy out of that one. I might not put that up there, even though there's nothing wrong. People do that all the time. I don't know if I would do that. Would you do that, Ken? Would you put that information up?
What? What do you mean?
Would you put
the article that happened?
Would you put an article up?
That up?
Would you do that on your site? Would you put that up?
Like, say, well, what kind of did JD and JB know each other before this?
Yeah, JB did his intro. JB did his intro song. Yeah.
Did they speak to each other? Like,
oh yeah. I mean, they weren't like, you know, best friends, but they were definitely associates and work colleagues.
Absolutely. He listened to him.
And Justin wrote the intro for Off the Script and stuff like that. And
like, I think if JD really did everything that this chick wrote about, then I think, yeah, I would do it, because what a scumbag, like the way she's described him. In the thing, I would say, yeah, well, somebody like that, even if I do know him, and you know, man, listen to how he treated this chick, like what he did, you know. So I think I would let it up for that reason.
Well, there you go, guys. I think we should wrap it up.
I don't dispute. It's not even the fact that this article went up or not. The Leah one I think should have been fucking burned and deleted before that even started.
Look, I even had an article on there about me too. Foul mouth Ken and the Foul Mouths Network, bunch of liars.
I know. And that was just as wrong, and that's why I said it's.
I think it's fine, but the only problem that came from it was people were legitimately serious. Like
that's
people
the thing. It's not a joke. Like TSS saying
they weren't serious. I was told that they were. It was satire.
No, they were.
But it didn't come across as satire.
Were, but
if you ask me.
People thought it was real. People were like attacking for real about it.
When they watched TSS's video about the conspiracy for Leah to win, they had the 2-part series and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You definitely know that's a parody. That's a joke. You can tell. If anyone actually thought that was real, then they must be, And
I'm the one that said to do it. So, I'm the one who said make this video.
Exactly. But did you give him permission to put up the thing about Leah? Did Leah? I know she didn't.
She was on the fence. She was on the fence.
She was on the fence about it.
No, she was going to give. She actually was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was told that she was contacted and she
had
I questioned it too. I questioned it too.
She was cool
right away.
with it
I was like, "Why are you doing this?" And I was told, "No, she knows it's okay."
She was cool with it at first, and I think she said she wanted to read it more or something, and I guess it went up. Then after that, somehow there's a miscommunication. I think
it was a lot more personal than.
Yeah, it ended up being more than she thought it was originally.
It wasn't like, oh, she's a bad champion because she doesn't represent the brand. It was, oh, she has no personality.
Yeah, it became weird.
What's the laughing joke about that? What's the humor in it?
Yeah, it was like serious. It wasn't satire. Satire would be like, besides.
Well, she's a female, so she shouldn't even be on the show.
Yeah, and she makes Joe cook all the meals in the house. Like, that's satire. What was written.
You just had a video
satire.
where she was waterboarding, burning you with an iron, and throwing you through a wall.
Yeah, that was satire.
It's a cardboard wall. That was, that was obviously funny because it's a parody. It's not actually what goes on at home. Well, a little bit, but it's just she kicks your ass. But that's when you say go harder.
It's true. It's true, dude. Let's wrap it up. We did an hour. This was amazing.
No, I want to do more, dude. What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding.
We got Raw coming up in a couple hours. I don't know what I'm gonna. I guess I'll leave it all in. I was starting to think, well, shit, we should clip some of this, but I might just leave it all in. This was amazing.
You leave it all, goddammit, or I will quit.
This was great. This was amazing.
No.
Thank you, Jake DeMarco.
Wait, do you know if we played this like some hardcore motherfuckers that living in the hood, they would listen to this and be like, bunch of pussy ass white boy.
Yeah, I know. Fighting over
like these dudes are worried about drug deals and guns and fucking getting shot in the hood, and we're like, well, he said this and then they said that, and then
the guy's over there, motherfucker, I'm dying. I got shot 9 times.
Yeah, dude.
I'm still going to work with bullets in me. I got to feed my kids.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, like these poor kids, they can't even sit in their house. They got to worry about stray bullets fucking killing them.
You know what I will say is you just triggered a ton of people like who think that because you guys just stereotype black people that all
I didn't say black.
No,
hey,
but the accents you just did.
You're the one who just said black.
No, the accents that you just did. You guys all of a sudden, I don't know, Jake did it. All of a sudden, I heard a black accent.
You just said black, my friend.
No, because he was like, "Oh yeah, blah da da da." Like you just talk black, so like that's what just went down.
I gotta feed my kids.
You know I'm talking black though. See, you're stereotyping.
No, I do know because I'm like, well, that sounds like a black guy.
Unless I said, "Hey, I'm doing a black guy."
You said the word ghetto, which you can go look up the word ghetto.
Ghetto. Yeah, I said ghetto.
Go
but
look
I
up the
didn't
word
say black people.
Ghetto.
Black people to the ghetto.
The definition of ghetto has like African American in it now. Like it's.
But I didn't say that.
I know, but I'm just saying there's somebody out there right now that's like these fucking white guys just think black people get shot all day and do
I bet
marijuana
you they'd be saying,
deals.
Listen to these pussy motherfuckers first before anything.
Yeah. What the fuck ghetto has white people
before you
anymore?
do cut this, I am going to say this. I sound heated and all that, but the reason I get upset is because I do like Justin. I've always liked Justin. I liked working with Justin. I like being his producer. I like being around with him. I liked
you like everybody.
I didn't want shit to go down the wrong way. I felt bad that anybody.
You started this. You called him a fag or something a few minutes ago.
I know. Because I was getting all the shit off my chest. But I want it to be known. I do like Justin. But that's why I'm sad about it because he never got back to me.
Yeah,
and
that's
it takes
true.
something like this to get him to fucking talk to me.
You know what the best part is? Like you had no idea that this was happening. We were gonna do a podcast about maybe the Super Bowl.
I heard it as soon as you hit the record button. I said, "Here he goes."
Oh, here we go.
You had it. Fucking.
I knew you had something in mind, but
fucking lined up.
Oh man, I don't know why. I'm
lobbing him to himself.
I just care about people too much. That's my downfall.
You know, you learned a lot over the years, Cronin. You learned a lot over the years.
You know, Bailey's gonna clip that of you just saying, "Yeah, I care about a lot people too much," and then he's gonna clip that, Jake, and he's gonna go, "Oh, he cares about people too much, you fucking homo." He's gonna. I promise you tomorrow. If he hears this, I'm telling you, that's coming. But we'll talk. We're gonna. You and Bailey. You and Bailey are gonna sit down, and I'm gonna make money off the whole thing. How about that? You and Bailey are gonna sit down, and you're gonna have a little talk, and we're gonna figure this out on Corrupted Podcast.
Sounds like a plan.
I sell a pay-per-view better than fucking Vince right now. All right.
That's right.
But seriously, I appreciate everybody listening right now, and everybody that listened. Hope you subscribe to all of our channels. Subscribe down below. Leave some comments. What do you think?
We're not racist either.
No, we're not. But it just sounded. I could see people going there with that. Well, of course they will, which is fine.
People go
it's
everywhere
funny.
with everything. No matter what we say, we're wrong.
The fact of the matter is, when it comes down to it, Ken, me, and I'm pretty sure Jake, we just don't give a fuck what you think. So suck a dick.
Exactly.
Besides, you're here and you like it. So
as long as they like it, that's all I care about, man. They can hate on me or love me, whatever which way they want to go.
Dude, I want to be hate fucked. So that's both of those things. I want a nice hate fucking. After that Super Bowl loss, give me a hate fuck. Subscribe here to Corrupted Entertainment's YouTube channel, youtube.com/corruptedpodcast and youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show, and Ken from the Foulmouth Network on YouTube, and Jake DeMarco is youtube.com/countdown ended, I believe. And Justin Bailey, I'm sure he's going to have a response to this. But I love you guys. I love all you. This was fun. We're like brothers, bro. We'll beat the shit out of each other. But
Two of that.
And then we'll beat the shit out of each other. And then we'll beat each other off.
Oh, god damn.
I swallow.
Oh,
Super Bowl 52. We don't always get it done. I love
I love it.
I love that we were both doing that. It's funny because it's the obvious joke. It's the obvious joke, dude. I mean...
Yeah.
I'm not shocked because it's like, dude, that was so funny. The best thing was
Bailey's... that interview was everywhere, too. They had that up on Barstool Sports.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Wait a second. Yeah. You know what? Let me give credit where credit is due before you end this, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody, I just thought of it. Somebody donated that in saying, we don't always get it done. So maybe they heard you. Said it on my shit. So honestly, it probably was you who said it first because if it came through.
But you know what though?
I forgot it came through.
It's the obvious joke though. I mean, everybody probably thought of it.
Yeah,
dude. Dude,
it was funny shit, dude.
Did you see my tweet? Because the Patriots on the Prudential Center in Boston, in the city, on the wall of the Prudential, they wrote "Not done!" Big exclamation point.
Really?
Yeah. And I think I tweeted out something that was funny, like "We always get it not done" or whatever. We always get it not done.
I wonder what that woman was saying last night.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me, Brady? What the fuck? This is horrible. This is a fucking travesty of fuck.
You know, she probably turned into that voice you do because normally she was like, "We always get it done," but her yelling, you know. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, doesn't she woo at the end of it? Whoa! You know, just like that.
Super Bowl 52!
She was probably screaming at the end of the night like,
I want to kill myself! I will rape my kids and my... God's gonna get it done. God gets it done.
God, I wanted him to get it done.
What the God.
Why don't I get to come? All right.
No, no. We always get to come.
All right, let's get out of here. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening. See ya. Due to the fact that YouTube has demonetized most of the videos that we make here, it is important to support us on Patreon. The link for our Patreon is in the description box down below towards the top. Plus, you get tons of bonus content over there that you don't get here on YouTube as well. Thank you guys so much for supporting us on Patreon. You guys are the reasons that we keep making these videos.